I think I do this to keep from being angry. I think that if I hold on to, all the disappointments, if I hold on to all that anger and I never let it out, it'll destroy me. Because when you're walking with God, it's not for the weak, it's not easy. And in order to heal something, you got to reveal it. You got to speak it out loud. You got to expose it, face it. And I'm going to try my best not to cry. I'm going to try. But there are some things that you will see in this life that will just, man, it'll just make it really, really hard to smile and be happy. And it'll leave you wondering, like, why can't things just be normal? Why is this my portion? Why? But I had to, like when you are healing from heartbreak and you're facing all these wounds and you're talking to God about all these things, and then you ask that question, how did I even get here? Like, how did this get in my life? Why am I facing this? And then it hit me because I did. I asked that question, and then it hit me. Your daddy was your first narcissist, and that's why after him, every man that you have ever been with, you could see a little of your father in them. The man who was supposed to protect you, cover you, teach you, love you, guide you, hand you over to a better man, was the same man that taught you to tolerate disrespect, neglect, made you feel unworthy, just not good enough, made you comfortable with others being more important than you, put ahead of you. Same man. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick. I am really at a level with God where I got a no tolerance policy. I don't tolerate anything. I don't care who I walk away from. I will not tolerate being disrespected, feeling less than. I don't come second to anything. And I'm the oldest. My father has 3 other children, with the exception of, a brother I have on my mother's side that my dad gave his last name to. But my father, he'll call me on all their birthday, to tell me it's their birthday. He'll talk about them a little bit, talk about himself a little bit, ask me some questions, and then when I want to speak or, answer in detail and all that, he's talking about something else. Like, just really, really not there for me. And I started noticing it, back when, because I have a younger sister. And I started noticing that, you know, when she stopped talking to him, because my dad, he would text me every morning. Same message every morning. And I didn't care that it was the same message. The only thing I cared about was I was on his mind enough for him to send the message. So when my sister stopped talking to him, I noticed he started calling me every day. And I'm in a moment, I'm in isolation. I don't talk to nobody but God this much. So it started bothering me. Like, why is my phone ringing so much? Because God got me so used to the silence and the peace. His phone call started bothering me because he was calling me every day. And then it hit me. Wow, you called her every day? I was starting to feel like the other woman. So after I thought about that for a while, I stopped answering the phone because I started to feel like plan B. You know, my sister won't talk to you, so you start calling me. Like, you call her every day, all I get is a text message in the morning. It was just a lot of, you know, the components of their relationship, how they interact, was being revealed to me about, through how his behavior with me changed. And he would talk about her like she still won't answer her phone. She still ain't talking to me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. And that got on my nerve. It got on my nerve. But as of late, he called me July 4th. I didn't answer. Because I just been dealing with all of that. Like, I'm not your plan B. I'm not the other woman. I'm not, I'm not something that you can settle for. What you want will not engage with you. I am not that. I am not her. I'm not your option. So I stopped answering. I stopped texting back. I just slowed down a lot. Because all of this is being revealed to me as I'm in my season of healing. As I'm understanding, I'm dealing with all these, or I've dealt with all these types of men because of you. And so the 4th of July, he calls. I didn't answer. The 5th of July, he calls. It's my baby brother's birthday. I didn't answer. He didn't reach out to me no more. Ain't never said, baby, what's wrong with you? I'm trying to talk to you. Are you upset with me? Did I do something? Ain't never asked me that. Which lets me further know. But he ain't never asked me that. So a whole month, he don't reach out. His children don't reach out. We're not close at all. I ain't close to nobody but God. So I get a text. My daddy's birthday was August 16th, Saturday, yesterday. And I get a text from my brother. And he said, Daddy wants you to call him. So you can call me on everybody's birthday to tell me it's their birthday. You can call me the day after my birthday. And then in the middle of a conversation with me, tell me you should have called me on my birthday. And then after a month and a half, you have your son to text me and tell me you want me to call you? If he was not my father, if he was not my father, I wouldn't be so quiet. The reason I'm quiet, I don't say anything to him because I have nothing good to say. Nothing. And that is the only way I know right now to honor him, is to hold my tongue, because I don't have nothing nice to say. Nothing good. I couldn't even text him happy birthday. Had no desire to. Still don't. Because somewhere in you knowing that you're my father, you chose to, make me pay for being your daughter. Whatever beef he got with my mother, he took it out on me. My mother and my father, they had a beef that should have never included me, but it did. My mother wanted me to hate my father. She talked about him, lied to me about him. He told me for years, like, I send you, they take money out of my check for you. And then when you come over here, I still, take care of you, buy you things. And, because it wasn't always like this. But when the beef between him and my mother got real, it got, they just pulled me in the middle of it, as I kept getting older. And my mother would tell me, because for, my daddy telling me they taking money out of my check for you. I send her money for you. They take it. And I'm like, well, mama said you're not paying nothing. You're not doing nothing. That's what my mother said. He don't send you nothing. And then that became the fight. That became the argument. Like, I live with my mother. And I'm hearing this all the time. Like, my mother is literally teaching me how to hate him. She's taking my father from me because of her hate for him. So I guess my mother and my father was my first narcissist. Imagine that. So, and they still hate each other. They've been separated since it's been about 30 years. They still hate each other. I don't know how you hate somebody that long. But on the matter of how he was taking care of me, how he was sending money and all that, after so many years of that being in that tug of war, I hit 18. I was finally out of it. It was done. And my mother, one day, she gave me a robe, a black robe. I love that robe. It was nice. And God is a God of order. He exposes lies, secrets. He shouts from the rooftops. My mother gave me a robe. And guess what was in the robe? The child support pay stubs that she said my father never sent. $200, more than $200, maybe every week, every month. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. But you get the point. She never apologized for lying to me. Neither my mother or my father are actively in my life right now. I don't tolerate toxic. I pray for them, but I don't tolerate them. I don't know when I'll be ready for a relationship after dealing with them and tolerating them. I don't know how much healing I have to do. I don't know how much reflecting and exposing and revealing I have to do. I don't know. I just know I don't want this no more. It is, how hard it is to release people that you are supposed to love. I love my parents, but I can't stand them. What they do to me, how they try to break me. Can't stand them. But I love them because they're my parents.